Hello everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to my channel. If you can hear the beeping in the background, yes, I understand. It is very annoying. I've tried to change it, but alas, we are here. I tried plugging in my mic, it also didn't work, so everything is just, it's not working out. And I know it's a couple of days late. By the time you're watching this, it's probably like 2 weeks into like freaking June and I'm like, hello, welcome. I've been procrastinating and I have attempted to film this video multiple times, trust and believe. And I was going between either tarot reading challenge or my TBR jar. I might end up doing a bit of both. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to pick from my TBR jar so we can actually post this. I also have a haul video coming up soon, but this has to go out first. Without further ado, let's pick our June TBR, even though I've already started reading. I'm going to pick up 5 prompts from the TBR jar, and did I finish last month's TBR? No. We have a lot of options, but whether or not I follow it is neither here nor there. Haha. Sometimes I do really hate myself, but here we are. Okay, so the first prompt we have is sit, stay, love, which is going to be a problem because it's somewhere in here and I don't want to move my stuff. Well, we're gonna pick out the prompts first and then we're gonna move the book and see how far I go. If not, I'm going to get the Kindle Limited version. I did resubscribe to Kindle Limited because there's a bunch of stuff I would like to read that's exclusive to it. I held off for like 6 months, but I finally caved in. So first thing is Sit, Stay, Love. I think it's by Melanie. I forgot her last name. I think it's Harlow. Okay, the second book in the prompt is The Hardest Fall by Ella Mays, which is here. I think I had it prior to starting this channel, so it's been a long time. So it's like right here. It's been featured on so many of my videos, so we're finally gonna read it. Fantastic. Third one, I hope so. I hope I actually read it. I don't know. I'm really sorry. It's annoying me, trust and believe. Third one is number 21. I just realized I didn't show you guys the prompts, but trust and believe. It's just like I changed the settings again because I had a fiasco with them last time. So number 21. I wrote out 26 books in 2026. So I'm just going to see what 21 is going to be. 21 is Final Offer by Lauren Asher. And guess what? I actually read the book. So we're going to chuck that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I did something. I'm actually proud of myself. And I finished the series of the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. That's the last book of the series. Okay, number 3, redraw, is 12 Steps to a Long and Fulfilling Dream. I don't know what kind of book this is. I don't even know if it's like a self-help book, which is like rare for me. Not impossible, but super rare. But I think it might be like a romance book. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to dig it up. 12 Steps to a Long and Fulfilling Dream? Do I even own a book like that? But obviously I do because I wrote it down. Number 4 is going to be The Rule of Royalty. I don't write the author's names. Bless me. I know where this book is located. Please focus. Trust and believe. There you go. That would be somewhere back there. So we're going to be exercising for this video. So that's number 4. So we'll pick one more. I think I'm going to do the tarot card as a separate video itself. There's like multiple YouTubers, booktubers doing this prompt at the moment, like a challenge. But it's also like a story graph challenge, so I don't know which one I'm gonna follow. That's why I didn't pick the tarot card one, even though I'm like really tempted to do it. So Not in My Books by Katie Holt. I think I have already read this book because I have the audiobook arc and I also got the ebook arc and I read both versions. So I need to check. I have read this book. I've read 2 versions of this. This is great. See, I do actually read my books. It's rare, but it happens. Okay, so one more. What's number 5 gonna be? Number 1. What is number 1? Number 1 is When a Scot Ties the Knot by Tessa Dale. This has been featured on many TBRs of mine, and I have attempted to read a historical romance. I'm pretty sure I finished a historical romance before, but it's not something I frequent. And this is like one of the 3 mass paperbacks that I own, and they don't have them anymore. I have to jump through hoops just to get this paperback, so I'm glad I picked this one up. Again, I've had this book even longer than The Hardest Fall by Ella Mays. I'm going to collect all 5 books and I'm going to showcase it. I don't know what 12 Steps to a Long and Fulfilling Dream is about. If it's a self-help book, I'll be like, that's interesting. That's not usually the genre I read, but occasionally I surprise myself. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. Trust and believe it took quite a long time for me to collect these books. I'm still missing one. I know exactly where it is, but it's not in my current house. It's at my parents' place because that's the last time I saw it. And if not, I know my local library has it. I know, it's problematic, but look how blue and green this stack is. The only book that's missing in this pile is Sit Stay Love. I think that's by Amy Hudson, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a really pink cover, but everything else, the rest of these 4, 2 blues and 2 green covers. So I have The Rules of Royalty by Kelly Dyrich. Pretty sure I butchered that. That is very romance, royalty romance, red, white and royal blue S. Bought this on clearance, so happy to read it during June when it's got ties or not by Tessa Dare. Hopefully I'll get a chance to actually read it because it's been on my TBR for many years. And then The Hardest Fall by Ella Mays. I've read several Ella Mays' books. This one's actually a sports romance. I almost said young adult. This is new adult, so this is college, which is not my favorite. And this was the most perplexing one. So it's 12 Steps to a Long and Fulfilling Death by Sarah Smith. I'm like, when did I buy a self-help book? I've owned several of Sarah Smith's books. It will be nice if I actually end up reading this. I really like the whole seafoam green blue theme going on here, minus one, which is like full on pink. So hopefully in the month of June I'll actually like read this book, at least like one of them. I also have Kindle Limited. I also have some arcs from NetGalley, but I'm not the biggest fan of book sprouts, but I know Lola Glass is there and I do read some of her books. I decided to withdraw my profile from Book Siren because I do not agree with what they're doing. So there's that. I think from now on I exclusively get my arcs from NetGalley or the authors themselves because I've tried out so many websites and I don't really like how much AI is being like infiltrated on these websites, and I also don't like how sometimes NetGalley also is, unfortunately there are some like independent publishers and independent authors who also upload their AI like cover art, and sometimes I can't tell, which is concerning because they're getting better. Some of them are pretty obvious, but I don't really support that and I try my best not to use too many because I've got so many books to read, so I don't need that part of my life. So regardless, let's hope I'll actually end up reading something. I don't know, this is very ambitious. Let's just stick with 5 books and see where we're going, and I do have some Kindle Limited reads and that's the month of June. If you have anything you'd like to say to me, leave it down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!